She told me the trick to her diet was simple. Ladies are like, there's no simple diet. All you have to do is read the labels and don't put anything into your body that you can't pronounce. Those were my rules. Just read the labels. If you can't pronounce it, it's bad for you. Don't eat it. So I went home and I ate a bag of sugar. And a stick of butter. I made cookies inside my belly. It knows the recipe. My body is a wonderland, right? Body is a wonderland. Last week she told me my food log was off. I didn't know what a food log was. Well, I thought that's what happened after you ate the... Yeah, I did it. She told me I put too many olives on top of my salad. You want to make a large lady mad, you tell her she ate too many vegetables last week. Too many vegetables. That's not even fair. And how can olives be bad for you? I thought if you opened a can of something and you couldn't reseal it, that was a serving. Especially if it tells you on there how many of them you can eat. It says olives them. Too many olives. It's 3. You're shocked like me. 3 tiny little olives is a serving. And I was like, lady, that's not even enough for every finger at Thanksgiving. You guys do that? Do you put the olives? Do you ever put the bugle hats on top of the olives? Make little witches out of them? Like, this one's you, Mom. And that's how you sit at the kids' table at Thanksgiving, people. You get to sit with all the millennials.
My wife is beautiful and doesn't know it. I was on a diet. Been on a diet 2 years. I'm thinking mathematically, she should be gone by now.
We're freaked out about fitness. Heard a diet product out on the radio, this is their claim. It works 3 times faster than starvation. What? Yeah. How do they even know that it works faster than starvation? Have some bizarre clinical trial. Here's Mandy. She eats 3 meals a day and uses our product. Next to her, little Naboo. He's starving. No, Naboo, you can't have her food. You're the control group. Put down the pickle, get back on the scale. Obsessed about our weight. It's crazy. A friend of mine said, I'm up 3/4 of a pound. Who cares? If all you care about is the number that's on the scale, try amputation. I'm on the new amputation weight loss program. With one simple procedure, I lost 14 pounds. Plus now I can park wherever I want. And I am burning way more calories hopping to stuff. This is true. My dad had one leg. He thought that was a funny joke.
Diets. I tried every kind of diet. I was on this Minecraft diet, 3 square meals a day. Did nothing.
Oh, y'all. I'm so much more, way more than I have. And since I had a baby in the hospital, I probably weigh about the same that I had a baby in the hospital. And back then, I remember thinking, oh my gosh, what in the world's happened to me? And I had my class reunion right after I had my first baby, and I wore a big jumper, and I was nursing. And I remember like drinking a Diet Coke, and my breast milk shot out the front of my dress. And then one of my friends from high school said, when are you going to have your baby? And I was like, I've had my baby. But anyway, I feel fat, and it's my hormones. I have no testosterone. I went to the doctor. I had no testosterone, no progesterone. I have way too much estrogen, which evidently makes you bitter and angry and hateful. That's what my family says. I think they're bitter and hateful and angry. But it has messed up my weight and all that. Well, that, and I've been eating white flour. But I have been on every diet in the world. I've done everything. I've done Whole30. I've done South Beach. I have done Weight Watchers. All right, I praise God that Weight Watchers doesn't have a limit on how many times you can join. Because I have joined Weight Watchers 9 times. And lost 7 pounds in all. Come to find out, you have to follow a program. I know that, but I go because the meetings are funny, and it's like going to a comedy club. It really is. It's like AA, but it's for people who eat their emotions. And that's who I am. I eat my emotions. Like my husband would come home and the kids would be fighting and he'd say something like, what have you done all day? And I'd eat a hot dog and I don't even know where it came from. Well, I had to keep from drinking whiskey. I didn't want to get hooked on whiskey with little children. So I joined Weight Watchers so many times, and this last time, Oprah bought it. And they had Oprah on TV, and she was twirling pasta on a fork and running through tall grass. And I thought, well, if she can do it, I can do it. No, so, no, turns out, no, for the 9th time. But what the deal is they give you a point value on food. So fruits and vegetables are free. You don't care, really. And like a piece of beef that's the size of a credit card. It's like 5 points or something like that. You don't want any of that. You're so hungry when you start that you could eat the wallpaper off the walls. You want a Snickers bar, but they're like 12 points. My sister goes on it every time I do, and she'll call me and she'll say, it's noon, and I've eaten all my points.
I always love that it's one weird trick. Lose weight using a weird trick. Why if it were to say, lose weight using diet and exercise, we'd all be like, no way. Do you want me to do something weird? I'll do something weird, though. I'll click on that. I love weird stuff. It's not a good idea, guy.
I'm celebrating my 57th birthday. Right? Oh, it was September 30th, but I'm still celebrating my 57th. 57, wow. And I lost 100 pounds like a whole 5th grader off my body. It's I have no right to ever complain about anything. And we're talking a whole lifetime of dieting, exercising, just struggling with my weight, right? 4 years ago, I get introduced to a diet where you don't do nothing. Nothing. The pounds just fly off whether you want them to or not. Yeah, it's called the stress diet. Yeah. Whenever I say this to people, they go, but Nikki, when I'm stressed, I gain weight. I go, that's because you're not doing it right. And spend more time crying, you know what I mean? Look at me, I gave up cake and cookies. All I had to give up was happiness and peace of mind. Look at that brand new body. I'm not recommending this diet, though, okay? It's not a good one, trust me. I still have all the skin that was around the fat that I lost. I still have it. I don't know what to do with it. I ran to go answer my phone from the shower the other day. I thought I heard a round of applause. I'm like, who's in here clapping? I mean, thank you, but show yourself. Where are you? Too much extra skin. I couldn't wait for long sleeve season because of these things. A friend of mine goes, Nikki, you know you're gonna have to get skin surgery to repair your arms. And I'm like, no, I am not. I'm going to get feathers tattooed on the outside. And spread my wings. Even when I was on the TV show, they tried to put me on a diet. Really? I said, I don't even eat a lot. You know, I just don't have a metabolism. That's it. Everything I eat, I gain weight. Gum, ice, it doesn't matter. It's all fattening. So they advised me to change the things that I eat, like don't eat pork anymore. I was like, what? No, pork? Pork is delicious. You know, I can't cold turkey pork. Maybe you can find me some sort of support group or something, you know. Wean me off slowly. Let me walk around for a couple of months and wear a pork patch. I don't know. And I really only just love bacon. Can I just keep eating bacon? And they go, yeah. Yeah, bacon is fine, but why won't you try turkey bacon? You know, I'm not as dumb as I look. I know you cannot mate a turkey and a pig. I know this. How did you get that meat, please? I don't even care how you got it. Can we suffice it to say I don't like interracial breakfast meat, period. Give me the turkey or give me the pork. Don't give me both together. I don't thank you. I'd rather eat Kevin bacon, thank you.
So I had to go to the doctor for this issue. And go to the doctor. The doctor walks in looking at my file. And he's like, Mr. Fonokalafi, are you concerned at all about how much you weigh? Well, now I am. Thank you for that concern. He starts telling me these diets I could try to lose some weight. He calls one the grazer diet. He's like, eat 5 meals a day instead of 3. It boosts your metabolism. You start cutting some weight. Oh. Well, I'm not sure if you noticed, Doc, I'm already on that diet. That's why we're here. I get irritated when people tell me what I should eat, what my diet should be. Like, when did it become socially acceptable for people to just tell me like what it should be? Had this lady come up to me and just tell me like, oh, I buy pants 2 sizes too small and I see it as a goal. It's like, I do something similar like that. I buy pants 2 sizes too big so I feel good about myself. And it is working. It is. Talking to this girl named Aprille, who's a vegetarian. Just stupid. She was like, animals have feelings too. I was like, yeah, they also have great taste, so until that changes. She was like, yeah, have you ever even eaten a salad? I was like, yeah, but it's inside a hamburger. That's where that belongs. I didn't surprise her though. I actually did a 6-month vegetarian diet. Just dead silence, that's the correct response. It was great. I did, for 6 months straight, I ate nothing but vegetarians. Which have more meat in them than I thought they would.
But you are supposed to start taking care of yourself. That's what people say. I've done pretty much everything except diet and exercise. And I think at this point, what more can I do? I've tried different diet stuff that they've tried to throw at me. I tried the caveman diet, right? Eat what the caveman ate. So I had Fruity Pebbles every day for like a week. I didn't see the results, to be honest, and had some Cocoa Pebbles here and there just to switch it up, get that muscle confusion going. And so
I feel good. I lost 20 pounds. How about that? Woo! And I got about 15 more, and I think I'll be where I want to be. And I tried everything, too. I was on Weight Watchers, I was on Jenny Craig, and she's like, get off me, Tubby. And I cut out, I was bad.
Trying to lose weight. I'm working on it. I'm eating right and exercising. It's the worst. I'm miserable. That's why so many people are fat. It's so easy. It's like, I just have to lay here and eat pizza? Okay. Like, it's the easiest thing.
You ever watch one of these comedy specials and you wonder, did that person lose a bunch of weight beforehand? I did. I lost 15 pounds before this special. Don't clap, because I'm not happy about it. I don't want to lose 15 pounds, yeah. But I'm doing a lot of stuff now. Like I'm taking photos with everybody because I want to be known as the guy that looked like this. Right? I went and got my doctor's appointments next week because last year he was very judgmental. He's like, you're getting too heavy. I'm like, you're fat. Doctors don't like when you turn it around on them. He's like, I'm the doctor here. He's like, if you want to lose weight, you should probably, pick a celebrity, Scott, and then you could, do their diet. So I went on the Bill Clinton diet. Something about that one. Every day's a potential cheat day. I don't know if you know that. Yeah. You don't like that one, you can insert Donald Trump. It really works for everybody. That's where we're at now. Sorry. So, I don't know. And then he tells me this. He's like, well, how's your career going, Scott? I'm like, it's going well. He's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, I had a new CD. It's been selling well. It was on iTunes. He's like, I'd like a copy of that. I'm like, glad to get you one. There is a $25 copay with that CD. That was the greatest day ever to be a comedian. Then he gets back on the diet thing, and he's like, well, you don't want to see it as a diet. You need to think of it as a lifestyle. Have you heard that? I'm like, I don't really. Here's the story. A diet means that you're eating stuff that won't make you heavy, like celery or kale. My brain thinks a lifestyle is cheeseburger and donuts. So I will tell you, I will eat kale if you bread it, deep fry it, and serve it with a side of ranch. That's an American meal. I don't know. So it's kind of interesting. Is anyone on the paleo diet? Is anyone doing that one? Right? That's good, right? Yeah. Do you think early man would have stayed on that diet if he had any choices? There wasn't a stuffed crust pizza and Oreos around the corner. And then my doctor was like, you need to drink 8 glasses of water a day. Does anyone drink 8 glasses of water? That's, I guess, same guy. You should be more fit than you are, actually. I mean, you're pretty fit, but come on. Paleo, water, did you start yesterday? Is that what happened? Yeah, exactly. Wanted to look good for your special, Scott. Don't worry, I've been looking at this guy. I can't tell if he's having a good time, right? He's been laughing the whole time, but his arms are very crossed. So is you too, sir. Maybe you got tender nipples. I don't know what's happening. Don't judge them. It's kind of a dry and chafing season. Here's what I think about water, okay? Like if something's delicious, it's buttery or it's chocolatey or it's bacony, it's not watery. My grandfather drank 2 beverages his whole life, Schlitz and Mountain Dew. Lived till he was 87 years old. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. But then he was like, I'm asking him about acid reflux because I'm like having that. And he's like, well, what you need to do on that is you need to quit drinking any coffee, any tea, any pop, and no alcoholic beverages. And in that moment, I had a light bulb decision. I'm like, with those restrictions, I need to record my comedy special in Provo, Utah. Right? Here I am. No peer pressure. Especially from the paleo water drinker over there. And they say, well, you need to eat like, how you ate when you grew up. We ate up. No, I grew up in the 70s. That was the most unhealthy time. Every other meal my mom made was a casserole. And I will tell you, there was only 2 vegetables I can ever remember my mom serving. Corn and potatoes. Once a year, we'd get broccoli because we had like too much Velveeta cheese we needed to get rid of. Right? People eat way more healthy now. At least than I did. There was like 7 fruits. Now there's like 150 fruits when you go to the grocery. There were 7. And 2 of them that I mostly ate were peaches and pears and heavy syrup out of a can. Healthier. I mean, the weekends were worse for me. I remember every morning, for on the weekend, I would eat Captain Crunch for breakfast. Lunch, I'd have pizza rolls. And dinner, my mom would serve a steaming hot pot pie. In 1978, I don't believe I ever had any skin on the roof of my mouth. None. 0. My poor mom. She had me when she turned 18 years old. The good part was she was always kind of the cool, fun mom. The negative was she was always poor, could not cook worth a crap. Terrible cook, she was 18. 23, I'm going to school for the first time. And she's like, so how was your first day at school? I'm like, I don't remember much about school, but that school lunch is awesome. Those chicks with a hairnet, they know what they're doing. Get this, they put hamburger in the hamburger helper. She's like, well, it doesn't come in the box. I've never seen it. Check those directions. True story.
My wife treats me like I'm the child now. That's the downside, You know? My wife's got all this extra love to give. She gives it to me. I don't want it. There's too much pressure with all that love. Because she treats me like I'm the child. You know what she did recently? She changed our whole diet to eating nothing but organic food. Where are my organic food people in the audience? Well, what a weak and feeble attempt at being organic, right? You're like, I barely have the strength to put my hands together right now. Ow, this is so painful because I don't have the fat content to protect my hand. Ow. Organic girls right here. I asked her, I go, why after all these years did you switch our diet to organic food? And my wife said, well, we'll be healthier and then we'll live longer. And I said, we've been married 26 years. Why would I want to do that? No. I put my time in. I want pizza. I deserve double stuffed crust. What do? You're in a relationship. You've got to appease your partner. So I did it, the green leafy vegetables, the organics. I did it for like 2 weeks and then I snap and I find myself in a dark part of town. And I've got this giant dirty bacon cheeseburger in my hand. And I'm scared to take a bite of it because I feel like I'm cheating on my wife with food. Well, how can I try to make it healthier? I'll throw the gluten buns to the side. I'll take the bacon out of it. I'll scrape the cheese off it. Now I'm sitting there like a dummy with a patty and a pickle. I'm like, what am I doing? The unemployment rate is like 5%. It was somebody's job to put that burger together. The last thing I want to do is hurt the American economy even more. So I took the burger, I put it back together. I walked it to the counter, had him add guacamole, because I'm a job creator. That's right. Creating jobs for Americans. One avocado at a time. She shops at a store called Sprouts. Do you have Sprouts here? You really have Sprouts? Look at you two. Yeah! Sprouts, it's all sprouting. It's alive. It's alive, Sprouts. Sprouts is an organic grocery store. Here's how crazy the whole organic movement has gotten. We're shopping at the Sprouts, and we get home with the toilet paper. There's a bag of leaves.
No, this healthy friend of mine, she thinks fruit is a dessert. Guys, fruit is not a dessert. Fruit is a snack between meals when I'm on a diet.
I gotta watch what I eat though, because I got too much high cholesterol. Went to the doctor, he said, your cholesterol level is 425. That's the highest in my county, so I get to go to regionals in a couple of weekends. I've been eating butter to get my numbers up. Juicing, you know? Yeah. Yeah, my doctor didn't laugh. He got angry. He's like, you need to immediately change your diet and your exercise programs. I'm like, that is going to be hard because I am not currently running either program at this moment. I said, what should I do first? He goes, why don't you pick a diet and get on it and come back in a couple of months, we'll check you again. But he didn't say what diet. I like to eat meat, so I found the Atkins diet. You ever hear about the Atkins diet? Weird diet. You're supposed to eat meat 4 or 5 times a day. Then it recommends you smoke a cigarette and take a nap. That was a weird diet. It was a Chet Atkins diet that I got on. I don't know if y'all know Chet Atkins.
Now, when you are working out, you have to be very careful, everybody, because apparently working out is the slippery slope to eating right. Oh. And it's hard to do now, right? Because everything's got to be organic, gluten-free, registered to vote. My doctor said no alcohol, no caffeine, no fatty foods. I said, no copay. I'm not paying to hear heresy.
Trying to watch my weight. I'm on a special diet. Turns out I'm allergic to gluten-free food. And it's not easy killing free-range gluten in the wild. You gotta club them to death.
So yeah, it's been crazy. You know, I'm glad I'm losing weight. I had to lose weight before my surgery, and so I tried a couple of diets. I tried Weight Watchers. That didn't work for me. And their whole thing is they convert calories to points. And basically, they give you a certain number of points based on how much weight you need to lose. And I had 62 points a day, right? And they were like, oh, count your food, count your points. Oh, trust me, I'm counting. I was like the Count from Sesame Street. One bag of Hershey's Kisses. 2 sleeves of Thin Mints. That's half a point. The other thing that I always get to when I was trying to lose weight, people would always come to me and go, Brian, you know what? You want to lose weight? Have salad. Have a salad. Have you heard of salad? Fill up on salad. Yeah, nothing fills me up like a big bowl of dead leaves. Oh, tasty. And I can prove to you that salad's not that great. You know those jelly beans they have that have every flavor in the world? Yeah, no lettuce flavor. Yeah, they have disgusting flavors, which means that you'll fat over the lettuce. So they get down to like a couple and they're like, do you guys want to do lettuce? And they're like, can we do earwax instead? Yeah, I vote for earwax.
A few months ago, I started a diet program, just doing calories in, calories out. I'm down about 40 pounds in a few months, thank you. And I'll take that. It's weird, whenever you try to lose weight, like your friends will always give you the worst advice you've ever heard in your entire life, right? Like one friend of mine's like, oh, you should do intermittent fasting. And I'm like, what's that? He's like, oh, intermittent fasting's great. You can eat whatever you want between the hours of 10 a.m. and 10:01 a.m. Whatever you want. I'm like, another buddy of mine tried to get me on this thing he called the bowl diet. Like, I think he made this thing up. Like, basically, if it comes in a bowl, you can eat it. I've never seen someone eat pizza with a spoon before, but there we were.
No, I'm just I lost some weight recently. Very excited about that. I figured out this year, so far I've lost about 12 pounds. So thank you. I will be honest with you, I did gain 27 of it back. And I've tried everything. I've tried all the diets, everything. Atkins diet, tried that. If you want to lose weight, or just if you want to say you're on a diet, dudes, Atkins diet. That's it. You do it's protein, lots of protein. Like page 2, you're eating bacon. Like all the bacon you want. Like bacon. And not like, oh, put some bacon bits on your salad. No, just bacon. Because you think about it, first of all, it's kind of counterintuitive. You eat a lot of protein, but think about this. You ever see a fat carnivore? You ever see a fat cheetah run around? No? You ever see a fat cow, herbivore? Yeah. Why? Corn is high in carbs. It's what they eat. Wyoming, back me up on that one.
Man, I've got kind of a small frame. I got a small frame, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to gain some weight. I went on, that cruise was 3 weeks long. I showed back up at home, and I had gained 13 pounds on my frame. That is huge. I show up at the door, my wife's, oh, my, did you get stung by a bee? I said, no, there was just a lot of sea days and a lot of good food. I didn't know anybody. I ate. What are we going to do? She goes, that's okay. I have a diet I've been dying to try out on you. So I'm going to just give you this diet, people. I'm just going to give it to you just in case you ever have too many cookies and you just want to lose some. I lost 10 pounds in 10 days on my wife's diet, and she was fabulous. I'm just going to give it to you. Apparently, if you are not good with chopsticks, it takes you a really long time to get micro, small pieces of food into your mouth. And after about 20 minutes, your brain just says, oh, hey, this is a negative calorie intake situation. We are losing energy through this motion, not replenishing any. Shuts off your hunger system. 10 pounds in 10 days. If you're good at chopsticks, just switch hands. But 10 pounds in 10 days, amazing. Now, I want to be completely honest with you, because I only got 5 minutes left or so. I did lose 10 pounds in 10 days. But my wife only gave me 1 stick.